First of all, let's please welcome Sonny Bill Williams. Now, we have just learned moments ago that Paul Gallen is in fact not coming this morning, and he has published this video explaining why.
Hey guys, we're right about now. I'm supposed to be at the press conference for me versus Sonny Bill Williams, but clearly I'm not. You see, this whole negotiation process has been about Sonny, so I thought I'd leave it that way. You know, I wanted to fight early in the year. Sonny wanted to fight later in the year because it didn't suit him, so I fight later in the year. I wanted to fight over 10 3-minute rounds. He wanted 8. Then he wanted 8 2-minute rounds, so now we're doing 2-minute rounds. Everything is always about Sonny. Sonny gets what Sonny wants, so I didn't want to steal his thunder today. Sonny can go and say whatever he wants to say. He's a big enough star to carry this fight all on his own. I mean, all these other pay-per-view shows have been absolute blockbusters, haven't they? They've been good, haven't they, Sonny? Hey, big selling pay-per-view numbers you've done. You're an absolute superstar. You're a better athlete. You're a better boxer than me. You're younger than me. You're fitter. What hope am I, mate? I'm just going to turn up on the night and give it a good old crack. I hope you feel like I've wasted your time, mate, because I feel like that. You've wasted my time the past 10 years. But finally, you built up the courage to jump in the ring with me. July 16, we'll get it done. But you keep being a good boy. You keep doing what you're told, and I'll give you some attention very, very soon. Mate, I hope you're training hard because, look, while I'm past my best, we all know that, I've still got enough left in me to beat you. I'll see you soon, champion.
Sonny, as they say in the fight game, them's fighting words. What do you make of your opponent deciding to not show up today, the day of the big announcement?
Firstly, it's great to see everyone here. Thank you for turning up. I think he must have got word that the drug testers were going to be here today. I honestly think that. You know, he speaks enough for both of us, but I honestly think that he probably thought the drug testers were going to be here today and ask him about the vitamins that he's been on.
Do you feel disrespected?
Not at all. I think when it comes to Paul, the last 10, 15 years, he's always attacked my character. You know, for someone that has been involved in probably one of the biggest drug sporting scandals in our route to date, for someone that charges his own players $10 a head to come to a barbecue at his house, this type of character, having a go at mine, I see that as a compliment.
Denny, in all your years in boxing, have you ever seen something like this where one of the main fighters doesn't show up to the major announcement?
This is the first, and this is the beauty of boxing. Anything can happen, and this is the match that's set alight this fire that's going to ignite on fight night. And when it comes to a mega fight like this, the number one ingredient, as I said before, is dislike. And I think when the bell goes, that dislike's going to be magnified times 10. I think there's real hatred, and by the time the bell goes, we're going to see two people who really want to hurt each other, and it's going to capture the nation's attention.
Paul said in that video that he didn't want to take any of the limelight away from Sonny, and he feels all the negotiations have been about Sonny and what suits Sonny best. But in doing what he's doing, and also I understand he's spoken about the fight on radio this morning, so he's not doing media. Is he potentially just afraid to be here in person and see the man face to face?
I don't think Paul Gallen's afraid of anyone. He's a very tough, hard, rugged, durable individual. I don't think he's afraid of anyone. This might be just his way of sending a message to Sonny Bill saying...
He can't handle the fact that he's not the ace. It's as simple as that. He can't handle the fact that he's not the ace. He's been told what to do, and he's done it. My question was, this is a bloke that loves to talk and talk like he's the toughest guy in the world. What happened 3 years ago when we had the deal done? 10 3-minute rounds, 12 3-minute rounds. We had the deal done. And then in the last hurdle, he reneged. Do I hear him speaking about this on his whatever on his social media platforms? No, I don't. Did I jump up and down and say, oh, look at this guy, he pulled this, he done it? My question is, what have you been doing in the last 3 years, Paul? What's been in your system? What's been out of your system? Why have so many people come to me and said, bro, you got to get on some stuff for this fight? It's never happened to me before in my whole career, and I'll never ever go down that path. But what I'm saying is, 3 years ago, that door was open. I went to him, man to man, let's go. He shut it down. So to me, for the last 3 years, boxing, the door of boxing has been closed. I've been doing my thing with my family, my kids, living, loving life, traveling around the world. So in order for me to get off my couch and put some time and effort into this fight game, he's had to do what he's told, and he doesn't like that. And that's why I believe he's not here today, along with the drug testers. Are the drug testers here? Be here somewhere looking for him.
What do you think he has been doing the last 3 years, Sonny?
I don't know. That's what I wanted to ask him today. Honestly speaking, that's what I wanted to ask him today.
We've heard about the dislike, the hatred, we can feel it, but given what's transpired this morning, how much has that grown?
I'm going to smash his face, as simple as that. I'm going to train my ass off to smash his face. He's there to be hit, and he's going to be hit.
Why is it so personal, Sonny?
What I've learned in this fight game, especially last fight, is that even if you don't take things personal, it's personal in the ring. And that's what I found out in my last fight. He can be your brother, you can like him, you can be friends, but when you're in that ring, the lights, camera, action, you're going to get punched in the face. As you can tell, I've never really spoken like this or been like this. It's not in my mantra or how I am as a person or like to be as a person, but he just brings it out of me. The lies, the narcissism, how he carries himself is everything I dislike. So
I'm going to ask you this again, because listening to the way you've spoken the last couple of answers, do you feel disrespected?
No, that's just how he is. I knew that something was going to happen today. I'm just going to enjoy this last hurrah. This is a journey. I've earned the right to be here, not through boxing, but through my sporting career. The last 20 years, I've earned the right to be here. So anyone that wants to question me or my ethics or what I bring to the table, I know what I bring to the table in a respectful way, in a humble way. But simply put, I'm going to smash his face. Oh, I'm going to smash his face.
Danny, been involved in some massive fights, plenty that had a lot of feeling in them. You can feel how personal this is just with one half of the fight being here. Have you ever seen a fight that has felt this heated between the two boxers or this personal between the two boxers?
Just want to send a message of thanks to Gal for not showing up so I don't have to be in the middle of them, the face-off. Yeah, this has got a lot of feeling. It's intense. The size of this fight, the size of the athletes in this fight, not their physical size, their profiles, two juggernauts of sport in Australia, and they're going to fight each other. It's like after school, you go behind the shed. Everyone would go behind the shed to watch a fight. Well, now the whole country's going to tune in to see these two guys belt each other. And as I said, Gal's lit the match today. He started off, and Sonny's a consummate professional. I've no doubt that he's going to prepare to the best of his ability to be in the best shape of his life. And Paul Gallen's the same. He's no mug, and he doesn't want to lose. And these guys are going to have to deal with losing for the rest of their lives to a person that they genuinely dislike. I know how that feels. It's not pleasant.
On that note, Sonny, the words that Danny has just used there, the potential of living with the knowledge that you've lost to someone you hate and knowing that that's on your record forever. We heard Ben Kimber say before, the two fighters have nothing to gain and everything to lose from this. Why do you want to take this fight, and what will it mean to beat Paul Gallen?
I don't think about, everything to lose, anything to gain. It's just a guy that I don't like. He talks so much rubbish. It's a narcissistic prick that I want to smash, And like I said, the way that he is, the way that he carries himself, it brings it out of me, So, yes, I'm a nice guy. Yes, I'm an empathetic type of man. I'm a family guy. But at the end of the day, you know, I've got fire in me as well. I'm an athlete, and I was a physical athlete on the field. And if I get pushed too much, then I'm going to push back. And that's what this fight's going to come down to.
We said it would mean something. Cannot wait for July 16. We're going to open it up to the floor now for questions. We have a roaming microphone which will come around. So if you have a question, raise your hand. Please stand, state your name and your media outlet.
Surely at least one question.
Throw your hand up if you've got a question. Bring the mic around. Oh, sorry, if you want to step over to the microphone.
Good morning, Sonny.
Sorry, just state your name and where you're from.
Gary Todd, Max Boxing USA. So I just want to ask you, Paul Gallen, yourself, obviously the years have went on, but I must say you look in very good shape. I saw Gallen recently. He looks a bit on the porky side. He also went down with a body shot. Are you going to target his body? Are you going to go headhunting?
I'm struggling to understand, brother, that Pommy accent is a bit thick.
I'm Scottish, but anyway, I'll let you
Scottish, excuse me, bro.
It's too big.
How am I going to attack him?
No, I'm saying he looks, the years have went on. He's, I'd say Gallen looks a bit more chubbier than yourself. He also, he's not great with the body shots. Are you going to target his body or are you going to go head hunting?
I think, you know, I'm not here to disrespect him as a boxer. I'll get that right. He's a tough individual. And who he's shared the ring with, I respect it. And I've always stated that. I think after 3 years being out of the ring, the fighting game, the first few weeks, I'm just concentrating on getting fit, concentrating on being able to throw punches again. When it comes down to the tactical side of things on how I will fight Paul, that'll come. But it's quite obvious, you know, hands up and he comes forward. So you just got to get ready for that. I would dare say if he's looking a bit porky, at the moment he won't be porky come fight night. I just like to think that he won't have too much vitamins in his system on fight night.
But, well, the question basically was, will you target his body or will you go head hunting?
And my answer was I'll come up with the tactics and I'm guessing body shots, all of that stuff in a couple of weeks once I get fit. Okay. Boxing fit, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, my Scottish brother. Excuse me, bro.
Adrian Prezenko, Sydney Morning Herald. Sonny, Gal didn't turn up today. Are you concerned that he might not turn up on the night?
Nah. He definitely wants his paycheck. Those that know Paul know that they probably haven't, and a lot of people around him haven't seen his wallet for a long time. So I know he'll turn up for his paycheck. And yeah, he wasn't here. It is what it is. It doesn't faze me at all. Like I said, this is the last hurrah. I just want to enjoy it. It would be nice to actually see him and get that look and that feel, you know, that nervous energy. That's probably what I miss about high-performance sport, about the fight game. But we're here now, and it's on. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
You've obviously alluded to Asada and what happened previously in his past. Is that a genuine concern for you, or is this a tongue-in-cheek throwaway line?
I think it is a genuine concern. You know, 3 years ago when we had the fight done, it was over the line, and then he reneged on the last before it just got announced. Obviously, and with the phone calls, I copped a couple of phone calls saying, you know, Paul's in the gym, he's on heavy vitamins, I think he's going to call you out. A couple of weeks later, I actually get a phone call saying he wants to fight. What am I going to think? That's just the honest truth. I'm not sitting here lying. What am I going to think? So, but at the same time, I'm up, I'm training, and like I said earlier, I honestly believe I'll get the job done and I'll be able to smash him. Thanks, Adrian.
Zach Bailey, 9 News. Sonny, good to see you here.
How are you,
looking fit. With the no-show today, do you think Gal is genuinely scared?
No. He's not scared. It's like I said before, he just can't handle not being the A-side. Can't handle not being the A-side. Can't handle not, being the dictator. And to be honest, in the last 10, 15 years, I've never really said anything back. Maybe once or twice. Once on live TV, and he didn't like that. But I'll say this and I'll say it again. For someone that's been so vocal about questioning me as a person, as a man, my character, I look at that individual and I actually take it as compliments. That's why I never really say anything, bro. But we're here now and we're going to fight.
You mentioned the fight 3 years ago. It was on the table. Do you think regardless of when you fight Paul Gallen, whether it was then or now, you would always beat him?
Look at this, maybe 10 years ago, I've said the same thing. I know when the fight first went to him, when he first started, he said he wasn't ready, which I respected. There was a 5-year hiatus where I did not fight. I did not know if I was going to fight again. And he was very vocal. And I would always say, let me get back in the ring because I have a couple of fights, a few runs on the board, I know I'll beat you. And it's the same now. So whether it was 3 years, today, tomorrow, I'm just actually glad that it's happening and I get to throw some punches in his pretty face.
Thanks, Sonny.
Uzo.
David Nika, undercard
fella.
fighter. Little off topic, but
Soon to be main event.
Oh, we'll see.
Other
We'll
day.
see. Yeah. Off topic question, but if you were to take one rugby or footy team into battle against one gorilla silverback, which team would you pick?
Jeez, I've played for so many, bro.
There's
Someone's going to get upset here.
There's only one
All
correct
Blacks.
answer.
2015 World Cup, Rugby World Cup, All Blacks. Oof.
Thank you, sir.
We ain't losing no one, bro. Even a gorilla. 10 of them. Even you.
Thank you, bro. Cheers.
Good to see you, Uzo.
Enjoy. Whatever.
Tom Walk, AAP. So just on a personal level, is it just a
Sorry, Tom. You know, on Dave, just speaking on Dave, what I love and what I miss about these events is getting to prop up these guys. Because these guys are the future, man. And these guys, so guys like me and Paul, we earned our names through playing footy. We come in this space, brings a lot of spotlight. But what I love about this is being able to propagate these guys, bring these guys up, because these are the guys that actually toiled away. They had amateur careers. They had, long-lasting careers, and the boxing game ain't no joke. So, respect, my brother. Sorry, bro.
Oh, good, mate. Just on a personal level, is it just a hatred of Gal that's brought you back to the ring?
There's no hatred of Gal. I don't hate the brother. I don't hate the bloke. I never think about the bloke. To be honest, I don't really sit here and think about him. I'm so busy. The last 12 months, I've been traveling around the world doing things, being real present with my kids. Like, that's how I live my life. But now that the fight is here, I'm just going to speak my truths. And that's the honest truth, how I feel, what's happened, what's transpired over the years. Some may take it as hatred, or just try and fuel the fire, or fuel the fight. But there's no hatred here. It just is how it is, and the way that he carries himself is just, it lights a fire in me to get up and say, I'm going to smash this guy, which I am.
So is there anything else you want to achieve personally as a fighter? Is that why you've come back?
I haven't really thought about it too much, to be honest. The last 3 years, the last 9 months, I've been changing bums. I've been taking the boys to BJJ, girls to soccer. That's what I love, I'm a man of faith, like many athletes and people are. That gives me contentment and solace. But now I've found I'm here, and the switch it's been switched. I'm ready for fight mode, and I'm ready to smash this guy.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you, bro.